It's safe to say that the world of AI-generated content is controversial at best. A lot of questions being asked about its moral standing, a lot of contention about what it means for hardworking people, and arguments of whether or not jobs will be taken away as a result, especially in the world of art. Are these questions right to ask? Oh yeah, absolutely. I know I, for one, don't want my hard work undermined like this. But if I have to really understand what exactly makes the dark arts of AI-generated material tick, I have to do so in a way that I'm familiar with. So, the plan today is simple. I will dip my toes into ChatGPT for the first and only time to help me train a R.O.B Amiibo. I will ask it for the support spirits to load it up with, and I will ask it to provide a handful of moves to teach it with, and I will follow the instructions I am given to the letter as much as possible. What R.O.B will I end up making by the end? Who knows? But I guess this is really a test to see whether I'm in the right to stop my Amiibo training videos next year, or if I clearly know better than these programs. Of course, as you know, there's only one way to find out. How things are gonna work is that I'm going to put my prompts in, I'm going to receive its instructions, and I will use them in my training. So if all goes well, I'll only need 2 prompts at most. So this is our first prompt, and hopefully it will give me something I can work with. Bottoms up! I see. Okay. So, unfortunately, I can't use all of these. Alright, so we have move speed and critical hit. You know, that's a good basis. We just need to use something to replace auto heal. Alright, move speed, critical hit, weapon attack. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, so now that we have our spirit deck on hand, we now need to give it a training regimen. So we're gonna ask it for 5 random moves that it should prioritize. And we'll see what it comes up with. Uh-huh. Alright, so let's have a look. We have neutral special, gyro, which actually isn't a gyro, it's actually the silly arms. We have up air. I'm not going to use up special, I'm going to use up air. Down smash, and forward tilt. I mean, if that's how you want to do it, then I'll do it. Okay, so that should be a good training regiment. I think. Alright, as you can see here, we have our R.O.B Amiibo all lined up and ready to go. We have our instructions, and now we need to fulfill those instructions. So let's get into it. Right, I do have what they set out in front of me, so I need to go and find them. You know what I'm saying? First off, we need move speed. There we go. I think one of these Excite Bites will do the trick. Then, we need critical hits. So, we'll give it one of these. And then the last one it assigned was weapon attack. So, we'll give it one of these. And I know what you're thinking. Matt, you really shouldn't be doing any of this because, you know, it didn't assign a primary spirit. Well, we're just gonna give it one of these. So that way it has perfectly balanced attack and defense. It'll be perfectly balanced as all things should be. So we'll give it one of these. So on the balance of things, low level aside, this is a pretty decent blueprint to start off with. And as for the training regimen that I have to fulfill, we have neutral B, side B, up air, down smash, and forward tilt. I really hope the robots know what they're doing there, because that seems unconventional at best. But that's the lot we've been given, so we're just gonna have to stick with it. So, here goes nothing. Alright, we have our training regimen set up. And now we have to stick to it. Wow, they leveled up already watching us. Hey! That's not allowed. There you go, you're learning fast. Oh, mind you, I suppose I can jump. Oh. It SD'd as Rob. That is a skill issue if ever I've seen it. You know, it should be stressed, I'm not including shields or grabs. Or dodges. Basically everything that it could learn. Oh, Jesus. This is going off script massively. Oh, there you go. Let's die to that one. And, you know, it should be stressed, you know, in case there was any doubt. I'm not an AI advocate, okay? This is just a one-off for the sake of theming, I suppose you could say. Like, I'm not about AI in content of mine, you know, I'm not about that. So, if anyone asks why I don't do it, I'm just gonna point to this video. Yeah, I did skip over up B because it did say it in the same slot as up air. But with any luck, it won't need to learn that. Oh, that's off script. What am I doing?
Follow my lead as we work on this.
Going high, are you? There we go. Yeah, because I have to remember that jumps aren't outlawed. If they're needed for an up air, I can jump just fine.
Straight position.
Good parries. Is this really good content, guys? I don't know, this could be a very slow burner. What is it doing? I'm confused. Oh, that's not it. That is not it at all.
Now.
Yeah, it's like every time I go off stage, I have to SD, basically. This is my fate. Yeah, it's going off script a little. This isn't what I had in mind. Yeah, landing up air down smash is a combo. And that's basically what we're having to go with. I have hamstrung myself very heavily, but you know what? It's for content, baby. What the hell? That's what I taught you.
Stand straight and try to keep your bottom tucked in.
No, none of that down air bullshit. Give me your lunch money. You know what? I'll go off stage occasionally. You know what? How about that? If nothing else, just to make a point. Oh, nice. I'll juggle you. It doesn't know what to do. Hopefully it learns fast. Is this good content? Is this the quality content that you signed on for? Because here we are. Yeah, that's the premiere combo, I suppose, under these conditions. Yeah, you see, that's why I didn't bother going for up B, because it'll just know that by itself. Yeah, that's when I decide to go for the hype option. Mainly because it's the only hype option I can go for. It is going off script rapidly. Like, Jesus. Like, this isn't anything that was on our notes. I'm at the point where I'm allowing shields and dodges. Just to allow something different to happen. Oh, that was not it at all. Yeah, right now my best option is up air. As sad as that sounds. I don't know what it's learning. I hope it's learning something from all this. Yeah, that's a good read. I have to pretend like I'm proud of that one. Yeah, this goes against my muscle memory so much. Mind you,
position.
I didn't really think about it this way. I think the spirits give it some baseline parameters. So we're just adding on the rest. Does that make sense? Oh god, he's learning down throw. That is not a good sign. I'm stringing something together here. Hold up. He landed into it. Come on, man. Yeah, up air seems to be the way to go.
30 to 40 seconds.
Oh no. That's not how your fellow kind taught you either. Maybe it's a defective. Maybe it's a faulty product off the assembly line. Because you always have those when it comes to, you know, machines and electrical products and all that jazz. You know, I guess in a way it did end up learning gyro anyway. It was inevitable.
Hold this pose for 30 to 40
Oh,
seconds.
good. I'm giving you that one. Because that was a good up air drag down. Yeah, maybe it was onto something after all with this up air.
Now, return to your original
I wasn't
position.
convinced at first, but now I'm sold on the idea. Yeah, I've had people complain about the way I train my Amiibo as of late. Aside from the obvious fact that I've not been new to this scene for a while, you know, not by a long shot.
Original position.
Now there's no complaints here, I'd say, because I'm following instructions as to the letter as I possibly can. I'm just doing what I was told to do. What the hell was that? Get down from there, you're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah, I think this one's starting to grow beyond its programming. And we're not out of the first session yet, either. That can't mean anything good for me. This absolutely cannot be a good bit. And I have to keep it up for the whole video, too. Pray for me.
Now, return to your original position.
Oh, no! What is it doing? I don't know how he dodged the laser, but
Now,
whatever.
return to your-
Nope. It's just kind of an awkward thing, because if I accidentally grab them, I just have to stare at them
Work on this pose.
and just let them go. Alright. That was an incredibly slow start. But whatever. Oh, wow. Coming right out of the gates with everything I taught you, Jesus. Whoa. He's very committed to the up air drag down. I like that. Yeah, it's like I didn't include up B on purpose, so I just have to live with that. Oh god. He's learning the finer intricacies of his kit now. And that's a thing, I guess. Yeah, this is not a good bit at all, is it? I can see why everyone's not exactly crazy for AI generation, because this is... it's not brilliant. And because I made it the entire gimmick of the video, I just have to stick with it. And usually this is around the point in the video where, you know, I'd have topics to talk about. But I'm kind of struggling. I don't exactly have many relevant topics in the topic basket. You know what I'm saying? I suppose while we have a moment, we could talk about the whole upload schedule thing, because I imagine it's a turn-off for some people, especially since most of it is going to be, you know, predominantly parts for a playthrough of Matt Versus. And, you know, that's currently Crash Bandicoot, but that's also going to apply to Mario Wonder as well. And it's like, in a way, I get it, but they're also there to fill the space while, you know, you're waiting on stuff like this. Or if there's another type of video you want to see, it'll fill the space while you're waiting on that. Could it have been handled better like last year's? Oh, absolutely. But, you know, it is what it is. And I just have to roll with those punches. On the flip side, if I manage to make it to 2,000 subs before 2025 starts, then maybe I might just be able to get a start on a community project. And what's that gonna involve? Well, you're gonna have to get those numbers up to find out, I believe. It's something I've discussed before, or like discussed the idea of before, but I've not been comfortable on the idea of acting on it until this point. So that's where I stand with that. If we get 2,000 on deck, then I'll gladly spill the beans. But I'll keep stum on it until then. And you know, we're decently there already. I'd say we can do it. I just got absolutely clapped. I mean, I could have very easily have just trained this thing with a level 9 R.O.B CPU. But then that's basically what I'd end up with. And you know, that's not fun. Where's the fun in that? This is the main approach option. Oh god, he's got tech chasers. You know what this reminds me of? You know when you leave Smash Ultimate on the title screen for too long, and then it starts playing random matches? This is just what this feels like. I will say though, one positive from this, it is leveling up to a very decent degree. You know, strictly adhering to the programming or not. It's leveling up pretty quickly. It's like one of those nature documentaries. Something you'd see on National Geographic. And as you see here, the R.O.B.s are performing their mating rituals. This has been a very important part of their life cycle due to the great R.O.B extinction event of 2007. Unfortunately, it's not exactly foolproof, as sometimes glitches in their system will occur, and they will sometimes do very unfortunate things like that SD. Where is he going? Right into that down smash, apparently. I mean, I'm only just realizing that not only is side B my main means of attack and approach, it's also my only means to recover. So I gotta be real careful with things. Yikes! Well look, in this thing's defense, it hasn't reached level 40 yet. The 40s are where it reaches its prime. Whatever prime is supposed to look like under this condition. When you're in Spain without the A. I'm getting memed on. Oh, that... Oh, you know what? I'll SD that one. I shouldn't have recovered. I'm having to constantly fight muscle memory. And it's very, very difficult. Nice dodge. That probably wasn't intentional, but you know what? I'll take the small positives from it. This is basically... This just looks like an Elon Musk Twitter echo chamber. It's like spin, 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 spin. Oh, I realized my error, but I at least did something on the way to my demise. Yo, did he just walk up slowly and get down smashed? It has been a hot minute since this thing leveled up, I'm realizing. I mean, it's good tech practice. Oh, he's stalling in the air now. That might be a sign that he's growing too powerful. He teched and I paid the price.
R.O.B wins.
I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Alright, back on the R.O.B bullshit again. At least this one will be the last 25 stock match. I hope. It really should if that's the sort of stuff I do. This ain't going well. I'll be the first to admit it. Well, I mean, I guess that was enough to push them to level 40. Gotta look on the bright side here. I mean, they didn't tech, but they were able to recover for free because it's Rob. Well, that time they teched. I don't know how I got up B, because I put in side B. Make that make sense. Oh, they schmixed me up. They made me think I was going high, but instead they just went to the ledge. Now that's smart. I think I'm noticing an upturn in power, you know? Anyone who thinks that I'm new to Amiibo training must be looking at this experience and must be wondering, what is this clown doing? Get past this defense. You know what? You got past it. I won't deny that. What the hell? My inputs are not going off correctly. Look, it's fine. As long as I just stick to the roots, stick to the notes, and all things should be fine. I hope. So whenever I go off stage, they will always respond with up air. Okay, they'll mostly respond with up air. They've been leveling up fast in this session, I'm noticing. Maybe it was all the tech checks, you know? You know what? I'll let you have that. Besides, it was very unlikely that I was going to make it back with the tools I'm allowed access to. I had to do something, okay? Impenetrable defense. The defense is impenetrable. It's actually impenetrable. Shit, they made it through. No, wait, no, they didn't. No, they made it through. There's at least some good to come out of all of this, I suppose. What is that good? I don't know. But I guess one way or another we'll find out. It was gonna happen eventually. I just had to force it along. Alright, we're in the 5-stock stage at long last. This means that we're on the home straight as far as training this thing is concerned. Oops. No, don't learn that. Do you think it reaches a point where it's like, you know what? Your plans are shit, so I'm not listening to you anymore. Because if it wants to default to down throw up smash as a kill option, then we might be in trouble. We might be at that point. What the hell is it doing? Yeah, that was the worst air dodge I could have done. But it was all I could have done, really. No! Ah. It's like, I have to be a stickler for the rules. No up B. That was an awful idea. Why did I think he was gonna go low? It's like, you have no idea how much I just want to nair or forward smash or something. But this was the hand I was dealt. And like it or not, I have to stick to it. Please hit me out of it. Or you can parry, I mean, that's fine too. Do you think R.O.B amiibos can do the R.O.B infinite? It's like, you know the one where they pick up the gyro and then nair a lot and then go into the side B. You think they could do that? Or is that just a little bit too far beyond what it's capable of? Yeah, it goes for down throw up smash as the kill option. That's not right. Not according to our notes, anyway. There we go. Get the snipe. Huh? That was not what I planned at all. It's going completely off script now. We might be in trouble. It's like when phones, or like a new model of a phone comes out, and so their creators make the old one obsolete by just creating a firmware update or something. Like, I'm sure we've all experienced that phenomenon. We're also not going to acknowledge the double parry there from this Rob. It's like, I have no up B, so I just have to take it. Yeah, really, I usually learn something in this. And in terms of Rob, it's that landing up air is a combo starter. Of course, you'd need access to more than a handful of moves to make it work, but whatever. Aha! Trying to mix me up with down throw down smash. Well, I'm wise to your game. I'm amazed that this is being as even as it is. Come on! Of all the ways to end it. Alright, if the pattern that I've seen in my previous matches have been, this should be the last match we'll have to train this thing. Because they have been leveling up at least once per match. Since hitting the 40s at least. So, with any luck, we should be able to reach the final stage of this thing's evolution. Oh, yeah. That thing is just hardwired into its brain. No amount of AI-generated prompts will get that out of its system. Oh, no. It has just decided to completely throw my script away. It's like, you know what? I don't need your help anymore. So long and thanks for all the fish. Oh, God. No. No, I broke the rules. Too bad I'm living anyway. Rules were made to be broken. He punished me so hard for breaking those rules. He really did not like it. Okay, and thankfully that was enough. Alright, so it's ended up as a cautious amiibo, which I'm not really surprised at all. So now that we've reached this point, we are going to begin a 3-step plan to see how good it is. We're going to put it through a beginner test, an intermediate test, and an advanced test. So now we're going to put him through the first of those 3 tests. And you might have an idea as to where I'm going with this. Alright, the first of our tests, the beginner test, is Dante, the Mii sword fighter, who, in a similar vein to this Rob, was trained with the AI of my then current amiibo, all the way up to the Blob, I believe. And I know what you're thinking, Matt, this is not a good test for this Rob because he only has a certain amount of amiibo to pull from. Well, that's where you'd be wrong, because in preparation for this very scenario, I trained this Dante up with some more amiibo. We gave him additional training all the way up to Shadow. So now we have the chance to work out which is truly superior. Either the collective AI training of 50 plus amiibo, or the whims of some AI chat programs. Ooh, alright. Dante gets the first stock. You know, it's his first time seeing anything other than a Rob. I'm not going to be that judgmental. And besides, this has no human input, this Dante. The Rob technically does. Oh, and... Oh, I thought that was going to be a kill, maybe. Oh, escapes the down throw up smash. But gets hit with the down smash. Alright, glad to see it paid off somewhat. Oh no, Dante, what are you doing, man? And in a way, what helps is the fact that they have the same base stats. You know, 2100 attack, 2100 defense. Outside of a few differences here and there, they're basically the same in terms of attack and defense. So this matchup is purely about fundamentals and who has the better skill set. Awesome taunts from Dante. He learned that from a few of his new trainers. A change for better or worse, it's hard to say, really. The R.O.B living to a surprisingly high percent here. And he has a 2-stock cushion now, while holding on to that high amount of percent. So he has got a lot of rage power. I guess that was going to happen sooner or later. Yeah, in a way, they are polar opposites. Dante goes for the style points and thrill seeker lifestyle, whereas the R.O.B is a lot more cautious and doesn't go off stage as much. Oh, nice read with the not scripted up smash. I feel like Dante was doing better than this R.O.B up until that SD, and then his entire game plan just sort of fell apart. Oh, and that's GG. Alright, so he's managed to make it through the beginner test. Now we move on to the intermediate test. Alright, the second test is against me, but now I don't have to just use 5 moves. So we're more or less on an even playing field now. Would you believe me if I said that I actually did try to up B there? It just came a split second too late. Get out of town! What? How did that send him upwards? Oh, nuts. Alright, well, it got past the intermediate test, but now we move on to the advanced test. You all knew it was gonna come down to this. The real test of skill to see just how well AI-generated training programs can work out for these things. Oh, Jesus! K-Ratos is showing him how it's done. Maybe K-Ratos himself is not an AI advocate either. It's like he sensed it. That's a punish, yep. Wasn't sure what he was gonna do there, but he did something. And pay attention to K-Ratos' stock count. Yet to actually lose one. Oh, well. Commentator's curse in full effect. Ooh, big punch. Oh, a few gyro plays here and there. Starting to get a little more technical here. On the last stock. And that's surely death. Oh, no. Oh, he was just toying with him the whole time. Well, 2 out of 3 tests succeeded. And that's gonna be that for this R.O.B Amiibo. And what I've learned from the whole experience is that you absolutely can train R.O.B Amiibo through the parameters of AI. But for the sake of your own time and sanity, don't. Anyway, that's all from this training session, so throw us a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you on whatever I do next. Take care now.